Colts, making trade play for Colorado Buffaloes football legend Shedeur Sanders deemed logical for Indianapolis. Even though teams passed on Colorado Buffaloes football legend Shedeur Sanders for literal days on end this past April at the 2025 NFL Draft, there seems to be renewed interest in the grown QB, despite his last-place showing in the Cleveland Browns' four-man quarterback competition. The Sporting News' Dyer Sharma believes Sanders is a logical trade target if the Indianapolis Colts want to add a third potential starting option for their quarterback room this offseason. Browns GM Andrew Berry would prefer to find value for Sanders than cut him for nothing before the season begins. If the Colts want to add more youth to the quarterback room, trading for Sanders would be a logical move. The 23-year-old would put some pressure on Richardson and Jones and likely create a three-way competition for the starting job, Sharma wrote. It's incredibly unlikely that the Browns move on from Sanders before they take the field for training camp on July 23. However, General Manager Andrew Berry could look to trade the 2025 fifth-round pick over cutting him if he hasn't done enough to make the roster by the end of the preseason. The Colts being linked to Sanders a week ahead of training camp is about as damning a statement as possible on Indianapolis' own QB competition. Instead of handing the reins over to Daniel Jones in the event that Anthony Richardson still isn't ready to be a full-time NFL QB1, GM Chris Ballard may be better off rolling the dice with Sanders and increasing fan interest in the team. It may be his only play left, with many calling for front office changes in Indy. It began with whispers in the halls of the NFL Combine. By the time training camp loomed, the whispers had grown into headlines. And now, as the 2025 NFL season nears its halfway point, it's more than rumor, it's strategy. The Indianapolis Colts are reportedly preparing a blockbuster trade package to acquire Colorado Buffaloes legend Shedeur Sanders. And according to sources around the league, the move is not only gaining steam, it's being called logical. Yes, the Colts already have a young quarterback in Anthony Richardson. Yes, Shedeur Sanders has yet to take a snap in the NFL. But logic in the NFL isn't always about what makes sense on paper. It's about timing, potential, and how close a franchise is to becoming great. And in Indianapolis, the belief is clear. Shedeur Sanders might be the missing piece. The Colts quarterback conundrum. Let's start with the obvious. The Colts used the fourth overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft on Richardson. His raw athleticism, cannon arm, and running ability drew comparisons to Cam Newton and Josh Allen. He was meant to be the face of a new era in Indy, but 2 years later, things haven't gone as planned. Richardson has battled injuries, missing significant time in both his rookie and sophomore campaigns. When on the field, his flashes of brilliance are often clouded by inconsistency, overthrows, missed reads, and untimely turnovers. Colts head coach Shane Steichen, known for developing quarterbacks like Justin Herbert and Jalen Hurts, has remained publicly supportive. But behind closed doors, team sources say the organization is beginning to question whether Richardson's development timeline aligns with their playoff aspirations. The Colts are a team on the brink. With a strong offensive line, a powerful backfield led by Jonathan Taylor, a rising star in Josh Downs, and a sturdy defense, Indy believes its championship window is opening. And windows don't stay open forever. Enter Shedeur Sanders, the Colorado star, who passed on the 2024 NFL Draft to return for a final season under his father, Deion Sanders, is one of the most high-profile, polished quarterbacks in recent memory. What makes him so appealing to Indianapolis? Poison accuracy. Sanders is known for his calm under pressure and surgical ball placement. In 2024, despite playing behind a patchwork offensive line, he threw for over 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, and just 6 interceptions. NFL readiness scouts have raved about his football IQ and preparation. He processes defenses quickly and makes mature decisions, traits rarely seen in college quarterbacks. St. Peterson may admit to me that 17 of 28 defenses do not discern him. I know he looks like it, Pat, but I know he's safe seats. The club is known for priorities like this, and it sends out benefits and results. $1 million in cash. Leadership and star power. Sanders has already led a cultural revolution at Colorado. His charisma, work ethic, and media savvy make him a franchise-building personality, not just a player. Fit with Shane Steichen's system is built on rhythm, timing, and trust. Sanders' quick release, decisiveness, and deep ball accuracy make him a tailor-made fit for the Colts offense. Why the trade makes sense of it. Sanders declared for the 2025 NFL draft, the anticipation began immediately. But when the Colts narrowly missed the playoffs and landed with the 14th overall pick, it seemed their chances of landing Shedeur were slim. Now, league insiders believe Indianapolis is working on a bold move, packaging multiple picks, including their 2026 first rounder and a veteran defensive starter, to move into the top three. Sources close to the situation say the Colts view Shedeur not as a prospect, but as a potential day one starter, someone who can elevate the franchise immediately the way C.J. Stroud did in Houston. Indy isn't looking for a 2-year project, said one anonymous executive. They want someone who can lead right now, and they believe Shedeur has the tools, the mindset, and the background to do it. And Shedeur is one of those guys that he's a master planner. He takes great pride in his assessments.